So I'm in Dollar General, or Dollar Tree rather. The shelves are bare. You think that these tariffs and the stuff that we get from China is not coming because the shelves are bare. I have never seen it this empty. This is crazy. It's almost like pandemic level. There's nothing in here.
Start stocking up on some of your basic necessities. Don't overstock, but stock up.
America is about to learn how good we actually used to have it. The ports are empty. Food isn't coming in. Goods are not coming in. Everyone who works in the shipping industry is saying we are about to face a crisis much bigger than the empty shelves during COVID.
So I'm in Dollar General, or Dollar Tree rather. The shelves are bare. You think that these tariffs and the stuff that we get from China is not coming because the shelves are bare. I have never seen it this empty. This is crazy. It's almost like pandemic level. There's nothing in here.
Start stocking up on some of your basic necessities. Don't overstock, but stock up.
America is about to learn how good we actually used to have it. The ports are empty. Food isn't coming in. Goods are not coming in. Everyone who works in the shipping industry is saying we are about to face a crisis much bigger than the empty shelves during COVID.
Here's some of the things you should stock up on if you don't know what you need to stock up on. Toiletries, batteries and chargers. Stock up on some of your shelf-stable basics. Rice, oats, mashed potatoes, canned goods, vegetables, beans. Basically, your canned goods like tuna, canned chicken, stuff like that. If you eat that stuff, stock up on it. Stock up on your lentils, flour, sugar. Not that bad sugar though. Get you some agave, honey, maple syrup. Something a little bit healthier than that white sugar. I know some people say stop spreading fear, but take it as you may. It's better to have and not need than to need and not have. It's always good to be aware. Be aware of what's going on. And right now, you need to be aware. Them shelves are getting empty. Why they're getting empty? Because of tariffs.
Empty shelves all over America. That's what I'm going to talk about in this video today. Welcome to the Diaspora View, and I'm your host, presenter Sam. Guys, I never thought that I'd ever say this in my life. Like, some parts of America right now just look like old Africa. Well, I'm not trying to offend my fellow Africans or to demean Africans, but you know what? People used to joke about that, and not in a good way. Empty stores, empty shelves, $2.50 apples. If you can even find one, that is. And people are out here in panic buying rice and toilet paper like it's 2020 all over again. Like we're just in the middle of a pandemic all over again. Like it's, you know what? It's crazy. People are restocking, man. So what's going on, family? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to dive deep into something that should every American and frankly anyone watching globally seriously concerned. If you've walked into Dollar Tree, Aldi and Walmart lately, you've probably noticed something of shelves are either completely bare or just barely stocked, right? And this is not a coincidence, right? This is not a coincidence. This is just about inflation and some random supply chain hiccup that is about tariffs, you know, specifically the ones who are ramped up by the former leadership, you know, and how they are now coming back to hit regular people hard. So we're talking about reduced shipments, half-filled containers, skyrocketing prices, and even grocery stores running out of basics like milk and cucumber by noon. Man, this is crazy. So today I'm going to react on certain clips to the growing that are growing on online conversations around the silent crisis, the frustration, the fear, the disbelief that the so-called land of milk and honey is running out of well, milk and honey, right? So, but this is about more than just store shelves. This is about leadership. This is about global respect, economic stability. Talk about the warning sign that we may be on the brink of something much bigger. So, guys, grab your coffee, grab your cup of tea, grab your popcorns, sit back, and let us react to these videos. By the way, credits to all the creators of these clips, and a big shout out to all of them. You can follow them on all their socials, on their TikTok, maybe you can find them on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X. You can follow them there. But right now, let us get into it. I'll be back with my further analysis.
We have felt entitled in this country to freedom, to democracy, to human rights, to unlimited food and crap to buy. We got lazy and we did nothing to maintain those freedoms and those rights. We assumed that other people would do it. We stopped valuing our own education. We stopped reading. We stopped being kind to other people. We got completely hell-bent on having more stuff, on having more money, on having more whatever, having more fucking Botox in our faces. It's a false ladder that we were taught to climb. And I don't know if this current iteration of Americans has it in them to survive the Great Depression Part 2, but I don't know if we're going to have a choice, babe.
It's really crazy to me that people aren't freaking out about the fact that basically all American stores are going to be empty in like 5 or 6 weeks, just because our president's tariffs essentially doubles anything that's not from America in price, meaning that any sensible business owner could not buy any foreign good to sell anymore, right? So what does that mean? That means that the stores are just going to be empty, okay? People are panic buying stuff because they know this is coming, and they're not going to have anything to replace it. All we have is our American companies, and American companies just do not cover the full range of stuff that America buys, okay? And given the fact that the president is actively bullying companies for informing their customers about why things are going to be more expensive, everything's just going to be empty and no one's going to understand why. So I'm telling you now, and I'm also telling you, if you have any kind of savings whatsoever, don't save up for the vacation, save up for like toilet paper, canned foods, and things like that, because America's going to have nothing pretty soon.
Why did I have to play supermarket hide and seek this morning? Oh, that's right. Dementia Dawn's tariff war. I had to go to 3 different grocery stores this morning. Not for fun, not because I needed something to do, just for basic things. And guess what? Shelves starting to get bare. Freezers starting to get empty. Prices are disrespectful. Remember when tariffs were just a political buzzword? But now we're full blown into this tariff war with China. But see, here's the real tea. Tariffs mean higher costs for you and for me. Companies are not going to eat those costs. They're going to pass them on to you and I. You know why? Because the American way is to pass it on to the consumer. That apple you used to get for $1, $2.50 now. If you can even find an apple, beloved. When imports slow down and the prices shoot up, those shelves don't lie to you. They're telling you that this leadership ain't working for us. Is anybody else starting to see the impacts of tariffs in their grocery store? Because I am, and I'm tired already.
So, as of right now, the first boats carrying goods from China that are affected by the 145% tariffs are arriving in LA. Now, these boats are half empty or half full, depending on your outlook on things. Just this week, LA is down 35% compared to this week last year. So if you think about what's about to happen, not only are 35% less ships coming in this week, but they're half empty. So the shelves are going to start feeling empty and prices are going to start skyrocketing. And on top of this, the boats are already being canceled for June as well. So this is not just going to affect May. This is going to have a ripple effect into June, July, until these tariffs are taken care of, or this is just how it's going to be. So follow for more. We'll chat soon.
If anyone support Donald Trump at this point, yeah, you're a cult member. Because at the end of the day, your livelihood should matter first than a billionaire livelihood. Donald Trump is on the verge ending America. There's no ship coming in at the port. There's no negotiation with China. China don't give a shit. You remember Mao Zedong when he starved 40 million people? Yeah, they can do that again. China don't care if the economy collapses, people die. You know what they care about? Their image and their strength. It's not a democracy. It's a dictatorship that gives a shit about their citizens. You cannot win a battle with someone that cares less about their own country. But we care about the United States. That's why Donald Trump should be removed now, before he kills or destroys this country forever.
So y'all, I just got off the phone with my cousin. We talk once a week, maybe twice a week, a couple hours. And she's a manager in the grocery store sector, right? She's been doing it a long time. And what she's telling me is that I'm trying to let you guys know, because people are acting delulu. They don't want to know, or, you know, they're not listening, or some people, I don't know, but she's saying how they're running out of certain things. Milk, I believe she said cucumbers. She said by noon, these things are gone. Bell peppers, you know, that they're not getting in. Their trucks are coming in half full. Just things, that's just enough for me. And she's like, even people that work at the store with her, and she's like, you guys better be stocking up. And they're like, oh, it's going to be okay. Or they just don't want to know. I mean, and they're there working, seeing the same thing she's seen. And it was just interesting to me. So I'm sharing that with you guys. I mean, it's one thing that, you know, the people, I don't want to say they, because I can't think of the name right now, but the people on them that give the news and all that are saying this, that, you know, we've lost our allies as ships. The people at the shipyard are saying ships are coming in like 38% less shipment, and the tariffs kick in this week, and the things that are going to happen. Is one thing to hear them say that, but then I'm giving you information from someone who is in the industry, who is in the grocery store at least 5 days a week. And their shipments are coming in shorter, and they're running out of things during the day. So go stock up, get you some non-perishables. I went to Costco. I got a lot of tuna. I got the 25-pound bag of beans. That's what was suggested when I was reading on things to get, and a 25-pound bag of dry rice. And it's really smaller than a bag of dog food. I got some oatmeal, a big bag of the Kirkland brand oatmeal. These are non-perishable items. I did get eggs and things like that too, but if something goes down and there's nothing on the shelf, you know, we know how to eat that every day, even if we don't want to. But I'm just trying to tell you guys, I'm not trying to be a pessimist. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm trying to give you guys the information. So please listen and go to the store tomorrow. Alrighty. Praying for us all.
I don't care. I don't fucking care. All these videos on this app about how in 3 weeks the grocery stores are going to be empty, good. And let that fucking play out. Okay? Take some precautions, but let that shit play out. Farmers on this app boo-hooing because they're losing their farms, fuck all the way off. What did you think was going to happen? Joe Biden bailed you out, then you turned around and voted for Trump. So yeah, I'm glad that all your government grants and bailouts and farmer welfare got taken away from you. And I hope to God a Democrat buys your land and it's profitable. Truckers. Oh my God, the amount of truckers on my algorithm right now boo-hooing that they don't have any loads, which by the way, at first is kind of funny. But what? 90% of you voted for this. What the fuck did you think was going to happen when he tariffed the whole world and there was going to be no product to move around the country? Hello? Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm scared to death of the fucking shitstorm that we are all about to fucking walk through. And the longevity of those empty shelves fucking keeps me up at night. But the only thing that keeps me going is that any day it could happen. What the hell? What the hell? What the helly? What the helly on say? What the helly on? What the helly berry? What the helly bird?
This is the Aldi in Connecticut. I come here at least twice a week. I've been coming here for years and I have never ever seen any empty shelves. This is what it's looking like today, May 6, 2025. I don't know what to say.
Hey, mega men that keep coming into my TikToks and start talking shit. I don't have to post things that you don't think I should post. I could post whatever I want. Do you know it's my TikTok? If you don't like what I'm saying, toodaloo, because I'm never going to talk to a mega person anyway, because I don't have respect for them, and they are in a cult deeper than the ocean, and they will never realize what's hitting them when it comes to them soon enough, and it will. And you know what? We all lose when Donald Trump became in the presidency. When he became the president, we all lost, especially middle class. We all lost. And guess what? I know that. So I'm preparing. I'm stocking up on food because of recessions coming. Stores are going to be empty. Shelves are going to be empty. Because you see, I do my homework. I don't go to Fox News. And I don't listen to Trump, who deranged, doesn't even know what the Constitution means.
So guys, welcome back to the channel, and something is evident. The shelves are empty. Stores are understocked. I mean, you might even go to your local store to try to get something, maybe food or maybe just something you need in your house, and you go there, you find none. So these are warning signs, right? The Dollar Tree shelves are empty, and this is like the pandemic style, guys. You know, people are visiting the stores to buy basic items. They can't even find any. Trucks are half full. The shipments have reduced by 35%, and the ports are really quiet. Like little to no work is happening at the ports of America right now. Prices are skyrocketing, and consumers are feeling squeezed. You know, the tariffs are causing airports to go from $1 up to $2.50. Companies are passing everything down to the final customer. You know, these prices they sound so disrespectful, and it's like another recession. You know. America's global image has been destroyed completely. You know, once the land that people thought that it had a lot of opportunities, now it's looking like the old Africa where people used to laugh about, right? Talk about how the contrast with Asian infrastructure, China's bullets trains, Korea's efficiency. You know, they make like the global South is making it big right now. Political missteps and the leadership crises in America, like the tariff war, the fallout hitting the people who work the hardest. You know, farmers are losing land, groceries are half stocked. You know, people like Canada, who are global allies, like America is receiving disrespect from countries like China. You know, people are all over the internet, are crying on X. People are talking it about on TikTok. People are talking about on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. So these are just signs that the current government or the current regime must take into action, must take them seriously and take the necessary action possible. So guys, let us be real. This is not just about economics. It's about how fragile the system really is when the leadership goes rogue, you know, and the people at the top don't think about long-term consequences. If you're not paying enough attention, actually, if you're not stocking up even just a little, you're gambling with your family's future, right? This is not fear-mongering, by the way. It's preparation. Because if America, the superpower, is struggling to keep food on the shelves, guys, understand me, What does that say about where America is headed? And here's the real kicker. People used to make fun of nations for not having water, food, or power. But now, America is about to face the same thing. And unless people get real, by the way, the empire is cracking, and not unless people get real leadership to solve real problem with real solution fast, America might not recover. So let me know what you think in the comments. Tell me what are your thoughts. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe. Make sure that you support me. And let me tell you something. Turn on the post notifications, because every day I post new videos like this, and I'd like you to be the very first person to watch them. This is the Diaspora View. I'm your host, President Abemu. I hope to see you in my next video. Peace out.